Hi guys, welcome once again down the Warwickshire Avon. We're here with less than a week to go to the beginning of the fishing season, and I cannot wait to get fishing down here. Can't wait for Friday to come. I've been baiting regularly, as you'll know if you've seen my previous videos down here. I've come down this evening, it's actually Monday evening, to do some clearing because slowly the stinging nettles have been growing and growing. And I've got some reeds to clear out, and actually the lily bed as well, just over my shoulder here, has started to come to the top, so I need to clear that out just to make sure we don't lose any fish in there. Should be lucky enough to catch anything decent. So I'm going to crack on. Got my sleeves rolled up ready, so let's get some graft done. Well, there we are guys, 10 minutes or so with the tree lopper. We cleared the reeds, cleared out this tree here, which is a fallen tree. It was in the water. I didn't want to get snagged around that in the dark. What I'm going to do is just put the drag through here, my homemade rake on a washing line drag, easy as that. I'm going to put that through here, just make sure there's no cabbages in here. It looks fairly clear at the moment, it's just around there that there's a problem, so we'll go into that in a minute. I'll just put this through here and we'll make sure it's nice and clear. Right, ready to go with the drag. As you can probably see just over my shoulder here, there are a few lilies we need to clear out in this swim, so I'll get onto them first and then just have a quick clear out around the front as well. Just make sure there's nothing down there that could potentially make me lose a fish. Well guys, that's pretty much done for this peg. I've got a nice clear area here where I've cleared the stinging nettles to set the rods up, and cleared the rushes from the edge so we can now land the fish safely. One potential problem I see though, I don't know if this will come out on the camera, but hopefully it will. Just across here below this snag where I like to fish, there's a huge great log about 10 foot long, has got stuck on the snag itself and just sort of wafting in the current. Really I need to get that shifted, which is going to be a bit of an ask, but I think probably the best thing to do is to get my spod rod and bring that down here, just stick a lead on the end, try and hook it over there and pull it out. I think it'll probably disappear with the next lot of rain and the next push of water through, but unfortunately that's not forecast for this week, so really I need to get that shifted. So as I said, I'll get my spod rod, stick a lead on that, and try and shift that. I think I'll do that tomorrow evening because I don't have it with me tonight. What I am going to do though, just in case it rains, as I said in my previous video, there's a peg just to my left, sorry, your left here, which I like to keep clear as well. It's a peg with a pallet in it, in case the water pushes through, because I'm fishing straight across the river here, as you can see, and to fish that when there's a current flowing, really need to be in that peg. So I'm going to go through there. I've been through there for about a month. It looks very overgrown. So I'm going to go through there and see how it is. well, we're through. I think you could probably say it's been reclaimed by nature, so I'll get the cropper and we'll knock a bit of this down. Pallets over there somewhere. Right, well, I found the pallet, I've dug it out. There's an old moorhen nest or something in here, but they've long since gone, so I've shoved that out of the way as well. Just cleared enough, just to, once again, just to get my rods in, somewhere to sit. I'll clear a little bit more with stinging nettles here. But you can see the major problem with this peg is all this here. You'd really struggle to get a fish out of there, so that's why I've got the drag, and there's a good 15 or 20 minutes work here by the looks of it, so best I crack on. When you're doing some dragging, guys, don't forget to tie the loose end of the rope to something substantial, otherwise you'll end up losing your drag. I use my belt because I am fairly substantial in later life. Well guys, I think that'll do. I've cleared out just the minimum I need to in order to land fish here. As you can see, there's still a few bits and pieces floating around, which is a good point actually. I mean, just in my opinion, obviously everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but you know, I'm dragging stuff out of the water here. It could have anything on it, could have fish eggs on it, you know, snails, all sorts of invertebrate life for the fish to feed on. So I would put it all back in. You know, I'm not creating big piles on the bank. It goes back in the water, you know, it flows 10 metres downstream, gets stuck on a snag, and if there's fish eggs on it, they'll hatch. So just in my opinion, there's no need to destroy anything that you don't need to do. So that's the way I like to do things anyway. So all that's left to do now is get some bait in, and I'll get off home for my tea. Right guys, as we've only got a few days of the season left, my baiting's changed slightly in the last few days, and in the few days coming up to the season now. It's Monday now, season starts Friday, obviously. What I'm going to do now is just put in the baits that I'm going to be using, they're going to be fishing with, which is mainly Pacific tuna, the CC Moore bait, and the Nash Scopex squid. They're going to be my two main baits. I'm also going to try the mainline salty squids because I've had great catches on that, so it's a great bait, but they don't do pellets or anything like that, whereas the other two baits, they do pellets. I'm going to get a couple of pouchfuls of each of the pellets in as well to go with the boilies. I'm going to do it each day this week, maybe 10 of each bait in, that's all, every day this week, this sort of time of night, sort of 7 o'clock at night. Thursday night, obviously the night before the season, halve that, only just put a few in, or maybe just come down and just put some pellets in, so the fish are used to the smells and flavours. But come Friday, there's not a lot of food in there, that's the idea. So I'm going to get them in now. Worth pointing out as well at this point, unlike my previous videos where I was scattering the bait right across the river, I'm now, and have been for a few days, just putting the bait near the snag. It's the only place I'm putting bait now, so I want the fish to concentrate over there. Well guys, that's it. The clearing's done, the baiting's done. I should be down each day this week, like I say, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Baiting here. I shan't bother bringing the camera because you don't want to watch me bait up, do you? It's a bit boring. But I shall see you on Friday evening, about this time. We'll be down here with some baits in the water. Fingers crossed. The weather is not great. It's not supposed to rain here all week, which is not good. This river fishes just as it starts to come up. That's the time in here. They crawl up the rods. The rest of the time you won't get them out with dynamite, so we can but try. But if we get a few showers in the week, it might help a bit. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on Friday.